This Earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder.
Real wrath of God type stuff.
Biblical. No, not yet.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
I came here to give you these facts.
Dogs in camp, living together. Mass hysteria.
We're going to live on. Today, we celebrate.
Flabbergasted by the Audacity.
Welcome to the last recording of 2025.
Goddamn.
It's been a year.
If you had to sum it up, how would you, like in one sentence, how would you sum it up?
Changes. I think change is good, but growing pains are needed. I think would probably be the phrase that I would use, because I think there's a lot of stuff in this past. I want to say in the tail end. I feel like 2025 started off slow, and it fucking picked up quick. You know.
I agree with that.
You know. What about you?
I would say too much, too fast,
Too much.
slow down.
Honestly, yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad. But first of all, welcome to Flabbergasted by Audacity. I'm Jamal,
And I'm Patrick.
and I think this episode should be more of like a summary of what's been going on. But I do want to talk about one major thing, because I've been seeing it on Reddit all over the place, and I wanted to talk about it. And we have had this conversation many times, but I think this is a good time, if not better, to really kind of like maybe like hammer it home. I'm talking about the ban of social media in Australia. Did you hear about this in Australia? What's going on?
Being banned? I thought you just had to like identify yourself.
Well, not per se, but basically what they're doing is Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, the big ones are now forced to. They have to show a proof of ID of some sort.
Yeah, that I
that
knew
they're
about.
over the age of 16.
Mm-hmm.
And if they fail to comply, they're fined like millions of dollars, right? So
Wait,
I heard about it.
Or the company?
The company. No, not the person. The companies.
How does the? So okay. So
No. Sorry.
Because they're in Australia, they have to give an idea to use the social media. And
Basically, right.
So if the person bypasses that, then the company gets a fine.
So,
or they're saying if they don't implement the ID, then they get a fine.
if they don't implement it at all, it's like if they take no action, then they're fined every day. But if they take action, if that person gets around it, it's not their fault. But
Okay.
what they were saying is they've been using this technology down in Australia, where they can they can tell by the age just by your face. There's like a program, like an AI program that they got, that it can identify a person's age 96% of the time, compared to humans who can do, I think it's like 92% of the time. So interesting, right? So listen, the ban is the ban. I'm not gonna comment on it. I understand that some parents are for it and some parents are against it, right? And what I found interesting is the companies that didn't make the list. So, for example, not every social media app is going to be affected. For some reason, Discord was not touched, which makes no sense at all, because I feel like Discord, especially in the gaming community, is such a big place where, yeah, okay, it's not per se like Facebook where you can do a post, but it's pretty fucking close, you know? And WhatsApp, another app not being targeted. So those two I found a little bit strange that they were excluded from the list. But I was reading just some, reactions. Of course, there's the doom and gloom teenagers going, "Oh, that's it. I can never go on social media again." All this stuff, and I was like, "All right, guys, like,
Overreacting,
yeah, you're overreacting." It's like, listen, like, I get it, I understand. But to be to like that degree, it's a bit much. So the apps that were being affected is Facebook, Instagram, Threads, which I think it's an Instagram thing. I heard about it, but I never got it. Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, Reddit, Kick, Twitch, and TikTok. So those are the apps that are going to have to implement some sort of way to see the users. I'm trying to find the apps that didn't get affected. I'm checking here. Yeah, see, young people are still gonna have private messaging. They're gonna have to go on platforms like Discord, where I feel it's just if you're gonna do it completely. Don't stop at certain apps. I feel like Discord should have been included, um, like into that somehow.
So you want them to go harder then?
Well, listen, if you're gonna do it all the way. Because it's like, the thing is, and leads up to my next point. The search for VPNs in Australia have gone up by 425%.
Oh, of course.
Because
you're driving people
they're
away.
gonna exactly, but see, and this is where I have to side with the people who are against the ban. Is the fact that I downloaded like NordVPN. That's a trusted, safe VPN, right? Everyone uses Nord. Everyone heard about NordVPN at some point. But what are these kids? Who's to say that now that these hackers out there realize that like all these kids are going to be looking for like a VPN. Let's make our own, and then when they log on, take their money. Like, who's to say they're not gonna go on these apps that are maybe not as safe now because they've driven away from the apps that are more regulated? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. And it'd be funny to think like if something similar to AdBlock happens, like I'm such a good person, here's it for free.
Yeah, exactly, right. You want to donate money, So it's like it is interesting how it's gonna work. And the other thing, and this one I was reading it and I was like, I felt sad about it in the moment, and then like I closed my iPad and I was like, wait, they can just call each other. There was like this young kid who like
the way you said that, it's like mind-blowing epiphany. Oh, you just call each other.
No, because there was like one.
You know what else?
There was
they
one.
They can just text each other.
Yeah, they can just text each other.
It doesn't fucking matter. They just can't post titty pics anymore. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! Not the underage titty photos, Patrick. Come on.
How are they gonna send their nudes now?
Exactly. No, it was more the fact that there was like this parent who was like, oh, like her kid has like friends that live like I don't know how many hours away from wherever they live, and they were like now like their main source of communication was I think it was Snapchat or something like that. So now how are they gonna communicate? And I was like, oh, that really sucks. And then I was like, wait, they can just call each other. Don't they have like a phone? Isn't the
no?
phone
They don't want to talk though.
Call?
They don't want to talk though. They don't want to do that.
Oh fuck. Well then, I don't know. It's just like,
no.
It's just weird.
When it comes down to it, it's like I don't for a ban to get kids off of it, or like underage people off it. That's fine. I get it. The problem is that it becomes how they're doing it. It can be used in a way to monitor people, like some fucking sci-fi shit. Like they're busting down your door. You posted this, like pretty much doing that in Britain, right? They're arresting people for memes.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the fear of what could potentially happen, and that's that's a scary idea. Sure. But the banning social media from kids, like I'm all for that. That's fine. I don't think they should have it. It's not a good thing. Especially for mental health and addiction problems, it's a net positive getting rid of that for them. But like I said, how it can be used can be very bad, very negative, and
so like
essentially 1984.
They're saying here like messaging us like WhatsApp, Google Classroom, YouTube Kids. Well, YouTube Kids. I hope that one doesn't get affected. It's for kids, but it's like it's the main ones. I think like I said, I think if they had to add one on there, it would definitely be Discord. I think that has to be on there too, because of how accessible it is, one, and how it's just like any other app. It's just that you just can't really post anything, but it's pretty fucking close, So, seeing Australia do it is definitely going to give countries like Canada, who have already implemented no phones in the classroom, this is the guinea pig is going to be Australia to see. How's this gonna work? You know, and there's a lot of pushback. A lot of kids were insulted. They're saying that that they feel like the government doesn't trust them, that they can't handle it. And to their credit, I can understand for certain kids who have a nice household and supportive parents, and they have a good support system, for sure. Yeah, no, this is definitely a slap in the face for them. But the suicide rate is up, whether you like it or not. Like, kids are killing themselves over, being bullied online, or pictures of them being shown online. Unfortunately, it is what it is, and we need to protect the youth at the end of the day. It sucks, but like, as much as I disagreed with the whole classroom thing, I do agree with this ban. I think it needed to be done. Like you said, kids at this age should not have social media, and how incredibly involved they are. Just last week, I was on TikTok, and there was a girl that was on TikTok, whatever, and she goes, "Oh, if you guys want to follow me," and I was like, "Oh, here we go." She's gonna say OnlyFans. She goes, "Well, I forgot what the fuck it was called. It's not even like OnlyFans. It's legit. And if this is real, and people are giving money for this, we're so fucked. We're so cooked." Because she goes, it's a way to talk to her directly, but you have to pay money. So it's not even like to see her news or anything like that. It's just to have a conversation with the fucking chick. I was like, what? So I click on it, and it's like, yeah, if you want to conversate with me, it's $12 a month. I'm like, so let me get this straight. You want me to give you money so I could talk to you? Are you fucking out of your mind? Who the fuck do you think you are? The queen, the fucking queen of England? Nah, dude, fuck off. But it's a weird thing. People are actually like making, of course, mostly women are making accounts where they're advertising that you can have a conversation with me. Like, I don't fucking care who you are.
I don't want to talk to you.
Period. I want to talk to you. Fuck, the fact that you're on my TikTok screen is annoying to begin with, because all they're fucking doing is the TikTok dances where they're barely moving. And what I love is that a lot of these girls who do like the TikTok dances, they always put in their bio, dancer, and I was like, no, you're not. No, you're fucking not. You're moving your arms in a particular direction. You're not a TikTok dancer. You're not a dancer, period. Relax.
Mm-hmm.
But the social media ban, it's gonna be interesting, because on Reddit all over the place I'm seeing kids going goodbye. I'm like, oh, how dramatic. Fuck, goodbye. And the guy's like, the TikTok ban's tomorrow, so it was nice being here on Reddit with you guys. I'll hope to see you when I'm 16. I was like, what are you gonna fucking kill yourself? Like, the hell, man.
Kids used to be sent to war.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't hear shit from them. They would just go.
Yeah.
Now you have to listen to, oh, I can't look at memes.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's the end.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sad. And it was also pretty sad. Not pretty sad. Did you hear about Paramount coming into the picture from Warner Bros? Did you hear about that?
That was one of my topics, yeah.
Yeah, so I want you to talk about it because you probably have more information than I do, but I did hear about it. But
I don't know if I had more information, but I just my viewpoint on it. I was listening to a podcast at work, and the creeping dread after every point they talked about as why Netflix buying Warner Bros. Would be so awful.
Oh yeah,
it's like, just look at what Netflix does. They don't release movies or TV shows necessarily. They do on occasion, but it's very rare and few far between type thing. What they do is they release content. Yeah, it's not actual art. It's like, think of a YouTube channel. You know that YouTube channel that uploads once a month. You're like, oh, I can't wait to watch that. I know it's gonna be a good video. And then compare that to the sloppier kind of generic videos that some people do every day.
The daily, or the 1 week. I get it. Like, for YouTube. When I was younger, I was trying to do Minecraft videos and do a Minecraft daily. That daily lasted for 6 days. It's hard. If you're by yourself, I get it. It could be hard to edit, but this is a multi-million-dollar company, and I just know that it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Netflix already as a whole, I can count on my hands how many good, and I say good in quotations, good movies that they have released. There's not many.
Yeah, and it's not just that, it's also that because these companies are essentially, I've heard it being referred to as incestuous, because what would happen with a regular film production is, for certain aspects of filmmaking, you would go to contact other companies who do work. Like, for example, if you're doing effects, you're not doing the effects yourself. You're gonna pay a separate company to do it for you, and you're gonna go with storyboards and ideas, design ideas, and then be like, this is what I want. I'll come back to you in a month and we'll see how it goes, right?
Yeah.
But they're gonna constantly work with the same people every time, and what that does is that it just all ends up looking the same at the end.
Yeah.
So if you look at Disney is a great example. Look at all their live action fantasy shows in the last like 5 years. They all look the same. Yeah. Every single one of them looks the exact same because it's all the same people working on them. So there's no actual artistic vision coming through. It's just a product.
And it gets rid of competition, right? Because I feel like companies would probably strive to be better.
Exactly.
You know, to try and stand out. Like, no, you should hire us. But now it's like, well, there's no point because we just know that they're not gonna go with anyone else but the company that they already had maybe they have a contract with, so they get a discount or something. It's all about fucking money.
Well, it's like if let's say you have a movie coming out. But you own so much stuff. Like if Disney releases a movie, and they're like, oh, they call them a tentpole film. If we release this tentpole film right now, we're not going to release anything else for the next few months because we want it to make all the money. And if they own so much that's the only competition there is, that's exactly what happens if Netflix buys Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has a lot of things. They own things like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and it's insane how much they had. I didn't even realize how much stuff was theirs.
Me too.
Fucking Looney Tunes is them.
I saw the list. I was like, oh yeah, they have that. I'm like, oh, they have that? I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All these franchises are going to go in the fucking shitter.
They're all going to be led by lesbian colored women, even though the canon...
fucking remake of Harry Potter is going to be some black chick, but she's
gay.
Yeah,
that was one of the memes, like, they're going to make Harry Potter even blacker.
Exactly. It's bad. So then Paramount comes into the picture, right? And then they
everyone's like, yes, please, please. Because Paramount, have you been watching their stuff? It's insane what they're doing. It's the polar opposite.
Pretty good.
The polar opposite of what you see in Disney and the polar opposite you see in Netflix. It's like actual classic old style content where you're like, holy shit, they're letting people with visions make stuff? This is wild.
Now, my only worry with them is that because they said that if Warner Brothers sides with them, they promised 35 movies a year. That's tough. 35 a year is tough. And I just wonder, do they have that? Do they have that manpower to do 35 movies a year? Because if they do it, and it's 35 great movies, fantastic. I don't think they have 35. I think they have a good bit. You're not wrong. I think Paramount's much better.
Do you know the details
Netflix.
On that though? Like, is that
35 movies in theaters. This is what they
specifically.
said.
Okay,
Specifically, yeah. They said 35 movies per year in theaters if Warner Brothers decides to go with Paramount, which isn't bad. It's not a bad idea, but I don't know. I just wonder, are they matching Netflix's offer in terms of money? Which is a crazy amount of money.
Well, the offer is very high because I don't know if you know, but Warner Brothers is actually in debt. So whoever buys them, they acquire that debt. So it's like you're paying. Actually, I don't even know where the money goes then, because if you pay for a company, right, then it doesn't cover the debt.
They're paying for the rights. No. They're paying for the rights of it, and I think that's it. I think Warner Brothers is good from there. Whoever owns Warner Brothers is gonna be fucking stinking rich until they die. But I think what they're just saying is, listen, we just want everything that you have. Here's the money.
Yeah.
We want everything that you have. Their debt will definitely be paid off. I think it's like 13 billion, trillion, something like that.
I think it's something like 20 something billion, something like that. It's pretty high.
It's fucking ridiculous. So it's like I believe Paramount has that money to match it, and then if you match it with that 35 movie promise, it's not bad. It's not great because like 35, that's a lot, man. That's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
That's a lot of movies per year.
Another aspect that I hadn't considered was that Warner Brothers is one of the few remaining companies who are actually taking the time to take their older films and remaster them in HD and 4K. Yeah. And that's not just for like streaming stuff. It's also for physical. And if that goes to Netflix, they're probably not going to do that. And they'd probably keep doing upscales and all that. But they most definitely wouldn't release anything physical ever.
No, they won't.
They did. They actually did at first though. Did you notice that? Like early Netflix, they actually put their shows on DVDs and stuff. They don't really do that.
I didn't know that. They did.
I remember seeing House of Cards and all that out at Archambault.
it's one of those things where I mean, people can go like, oh, but like just trust them, give them a chance. No, I've tried. I've tried to trust. I've tried to trust them, and it's like,
Oh my God.
you can't.
Dude,
You can't trust Netflix at this point.
one time, it's been I've never watched Netflix anymore, but this past Halloween they released another serial killer show for Ed Gein, and
Okay.
it's interesting to me. I was like, oh, so it's kind of like the time of the year to watch that kind of thing. I'll give it a chance. I started watching it. It's pretty good, and then out of nowhere, they involved the making of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, which was inspired by Ed Gein.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Okay. And then, of course, like, oh, the main actor who was in that movie is supposedly gay, and so they had to show him getting head from another dude.
Great.
And I'm like, I didn't need to see that. And then made Alfred Hitchcock like creepy, like in a really uncomfortable way. And from what I know, Alfred Hitchcock was kind of eccentric, but
he was a little
not off-putting, you know. So
no, I don't think he was.
Every
bad
time, because it would cut from the serial killer stuff, which is really well done and I enjoyed, and it would cut to that for like no reason, and it's just really awkward. And I'm like, I don't like this at all. And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna not watch anymore because it's just annoying every time it comes up, and I don't need this in my life.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying. It kind of like threw you off. Yeah.
Well, it was ruining Psycho for me. And I'm like, I don't even know anymore if this is true.
I watched 2 movies this week. I watched with my girlfriend and her younger sister Zootopia 2.
All you do.
Which made
every time you do this, all you ever watch is kids movies. Have you noticed that?
Well, I was with her younger sister. It was her birthday.
How old is your younger sister?
She's 12. 12, 13.
Alright, that's fine. That's fine.
It was cute. It was a cute. There was like they put in one like adult joke that I appreciated. Like there was the fox wanted to say like, oh, it's like maybe you shut it up you would say ass, but he said your hat, and I was like, he wanted to say ass, but this is a kids film. So I was like, oh, okay, one nice little adult joke in there. But it was watching the trailers. I'm like watching the trailers and I'm going, wow, fucking none of this is fucking good at all. I was watching like they're gonna redo Moana live action. I was like, we just made that movie like 5 years ago. Exactly. We're gonna do a live action. And the thing with that, and just to show you how fucking brain dead Disney is, the girl that they picked, granted, great singer. At least she sounds just like the chick who does the animation version, but she has naturally curly hair. Tell me why Disney made her straighten her hair and then curl it. I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean? And like, my girlfriend showed me a picture. It's true. She has really nice curly hair, and Moana in the animation film has curly hair. And then you see her, it's like it's more wavy now than it is curly. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Are they like fucking retarded? So that was weird. So I watched that movie, and I also watched the last. I love the Saw series. So I love Saw. It's one of one of the only horror series that I'll watch.
You of like all people, my mind is blown. Okay.
I know. I fucking love Saw. Saw is. I watched. My dad introduced me to Saw 3 when I was like 14, 15 years old, and as much as like it scared me as a kid, being older now, the thought process to create these traps is fucking amazing. I love the traps, how they're made. Mm-hmm. There was like a YouTube series I was watching where they're telling you like how you can beat certain traps, whatever. So I watched Spiral, which is the one with Chris Tucker and I don't know who else is in there. Samuel L. Jackson, and I forgot who plays the villain. This younger white guy. I can't remember his name right now. Anyways, I watched it. To be honest, it was okay. Like the traps were fucked up, but like it wasn't amazing. What I will say though is that it's one of the first times where I feel like the other Saw series, there were ways to get out of these traps. Like there were ways that you could have survived. Yeah, you probably would have fucking been screaming in pain, but you would have made it out alive. All the traps, I was like, dude, you're dead. Like you don't live any of these fucking traps, even if you were to do what they said to do. Like the first trap, the guy, his tongue is stuck between, like when you see like a car wash where they take the towel and they run it to that machine to wring out all the water.
Yeah.
So his tongue was stuck in that, and he was on a ladder, where it's just his feet are touching, and he's on a train track. So like, the guy was like, "Listen, you for your crimes, you've lied as a not a lawyer who defends, but what do you call the other lawyer who accuses? The accuser? I forgot what do you call that lawyer? Isn't there like a name for them? The prosecutor.
Yes. Fuck.
It's like all like, no, I can't remember the fucking word. It's like, as a prosecutor, you know, you lied, you put these people in jail, so now you're gonna bite your tongue. So if you jump off the ladder and you lose your tongue, you'll live. Dude, the guy kicked the shit underneath, the train can't kill him anyways. I was like, so what the fuck was the point? You were gonna die anyway?
That's like the theme of the
he's
series.
dead.
It's supposed to like repent for their sins type thing.
For sure, but it's like, but at the same time, it's the older Saws. There were ways that you could have maybe gotten out if you were to think for a couple of seconds. Like, one of my favorites was, I think it was Saw 5 or 6, where it's like 6 people who are all fucking greedy, and there was like one of them where there's a ticking time bomb of nails that were going to explode, and you had to put one person in this tub of dirty fucking water that connects electricity to open these little like hideaways to basically get in there before the nail bomb explodes. But there was room for multiple people to fit in each one. But of course, them all being greedy and only thinking about themselves, one guy kicks the girl out of his, and then she also dies. It's like, see, like, just be smart. Just be smart, and both of you guys get in, both of you guys survive, and like, you're good. You get to move on. So. Also, side note, I think it was in number 7 or 8. You know, that movie, Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Yeah, it's also a book.
The older brother is in one of the Saws.
Oh,
Roderick.
Yeah, Roderick.
Yeah, he's in one of the Saws. I was like, oh, I saw him. I was like, oh, I remember you being in here.
He's an
like,
alright actor. I've seen him in other stuff too, and I'm always like, Roderick.
Yeah, I feel that's honestly all I remember for is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I didn't know the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Greg, he's in jail?
No.
Do you know about
it's
that?
not him. It's not him. It's another actor for the movie.
Oh, okay.
I remember talking about that with someone like, no way that kid, the actor's in jail. Let's look it up.
Yeah.
It's not the main actor. It's
one
of the side actors.
Okay, got you. But yeah, I think besides Paramount, hopefully they win. I'm really hoping that like they're able to convince Warner Brothers.
I was actually surprised though of how many people came out like opposing the Netflix buying them. Because you would think actually
I think
most people,
good,
considering how many people have it, would be for it, but they're not.
To be honest, yeah. Well, you know, again, look at them. I kind of look at the Netflix the way I look at Spotify, and how Spotify also drove me away. Is the sense of Netflix started off as $10. You get to watch all these cool shows. Now it's like, what, 20 fucking bucks. There are ads now. If you want the ad-free version, you have to pay extra money. It's like, the fuck, man. Like, I paid. You promised something, and now you're changing it. You know?
Yeah.
And it was the same thing with Spotify. Every year, Spotify, we're sorry, but we have to increase the price. For what?
No, you don't. It doesn't go to the artist.
It's like,
it doesn't go to the artist.
Exactly. Like, you're not even paying the fucking artist, so what the fuck are we increasing it for? You greedy bastards. So, you know, and everyone gets Spotify because you want to do the Spotify Wrapped. First of all, I could give less of a fuck who your top 5 artists are. I really,
dude, I'm so happy.
Don't care.
I'm so happy. On my phone, I have an MP3 app I bought years ago.
Yeah.
And they added statistics on it, and it's so cool. You don't have to wait all year. It's just you just check it whenever you want.
Yeah, me on Apple Music, it's monthly. Every month they show me, you know, who I listen to, whatever, and it's great. I pay $10 for my shit. I think Spotify's at like 15, 16 bucks. And I'm like, see, it's like people buy these things and they just complain about it, but then they stay. It's like, if you really don't like it, move. Companies, you think that, oh, we're not powerful, companies are going to do what they want. No, if enough of you motherfuckers leave, the company's going to go, oh shit, we got to do something, you know? But it's like, you stay there, and then, yeah, of course, they're going to raise the prices because you know you're not going to fucking leave, you know? So it's just frustrating.
Well,
but I'm happy that a lot of people...
That's the game. You corner the market, and then you jack the prices.
Yeah, you know, so I'm happy...
So.
I'm happy that some people oppose it, and I hope they continue to oppose it. That's gonna hopefully help.
Yeah. Well, because it's crazy. Because I think of like the top companies that produce films. There's not that many left. It used to be like dozens.
No.
Now it's just shrinking and
There's tons of
shrinking.
different companies. Yeah, because they're either getting bought out or they're just not surviving. You know, so it sucks. You know, it really does suck. So I'm hoping that it goes in the right direction. Let me ask you this, because I read this on the news too. I do want to get into like a yearly recap of some top stories, but do you feel like grocery prices have been going up for you as of late?
Maybe a little, probably a little.
A little bit. So there was a recent study that they said that as of next year, a family of 4 will be paying about $1,000 more a year for food.
Yeah.
So for 2 people, I guess it's like $500, and I've realized it only in meats as of right now. I feel like if I'm buying like steaks,
Meat has always been expensive, and I'm always shocked.
but I feel like it's getting worse.
I'm always shocked when I see the prices of meat, so I make my girlfriend go and get it. Because if it was me going to the meat section, I would just come back with nothing. Like I'd rather starve. The prices are obnoxious. Remember?
No, they're
but dude, Costco for meat is insane.
It's really good, but sometimes, like I said, it's such big pieces. It's like it goes bad.
You just freeze
You
it.
could always freeze it for sure.
Yeah, no,
I
grew up watching Gordon
buy...
Ramsay, and he would always say, "Never freeze. You don't freeze anything. It's bloody raw." So all my life, I'm like,
you have to.
All my life, like, you can't freeze meat, and then I see the prices, like, we're gonna freeze the meat.
Exactly, right? Sometimes, dude, hey, sorry, if you're gonna struggle, I'm gonna struggle, but like I'm gonna freeze the food, you know.
Yeah,
it sucks.
the big example,
you lose a bit of flavor.
You do, but the big example for me that really like changed it, like why we're gonna start buying more meat at Costco, is because at a regular grocery store is a Super C, and for like we'll say 3 chicken breasts was probably about $22, which is pretty high.
Yeah,
go to Costco, around the same price range, 8. I'm like, okay.
No, Costco is becoming really. I gotta say, like I've had a Costco card for about a year now. It's slowly becoming the only store that I'm shopping at bit by bit.
Yeah.
Again,
I would never
I don't need everything
exclusively shop there because I always end up overspending.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, we need that. We gotta get that.
I need
Look
that.
at this deal.
Oh,
Look at this deal.
It's like, I want a TV. Yeah, I want a TV. Also, the shoes. Yeah, I want a shoe.
Exactly.
You know, for
You
sure.
have
Like
fucking everything.
I know but there are slowly becoming. Sorry, how about this? Not my only place to shop at, but my favorite place to shop at, because you're just getting a better bang for your buck at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I buy like two things of ketchup for the same price of one, and I'm buying a Metro. You know.
And listeners,
So
Jamal
like,
drinks ketchup.
Yeah, I love ketchup. So you know, for me, I definitely need it for sure.
Yeah.
But
the
yeah.
one thing I'll say about Costco,
Yeah.
I fucking hate going there.
Yeah.
It's always packed.
Well,
it's always packed, and the characters are so big that you're always in the way of someone. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm driving a truck.
I found out the best day to go, because I've gone on, weekends, definitely never go on the weekends if you can avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
But the best days are Wednesdays. I don't know what it is. Wednesdays, it's beautiful. I always find good parking. It's not very busy inside.
What time do you go? What time?
Around like 2-3 p.m.
Really?
Around, I would say, yeah, it's pretty solid. I feel like anytime like after 12, it's pretty good, and then like once you hit like 5, then it gets busy. People are going off for work and stuff.
Yeah.
But like 12 to like 4 is a pretty good time slot, I feel, for Costco. But yeah, no, it definitely does get busy. But I want to talk about, if we could try and sum it up, I guess like the top news stories of this year. If you had to pick 3 of the biggest stories, what do you think the 3 would be? What would be like your top 3 big stories of the year?
Well, I only have one, honestly, because for like actual news, it all just becomes one big ball, and then it explodes, and I forget about it. Yeah. But the only one really stand out for me, and that's Ozzy's death, because that was hard for me.
That's true. Yeah. No, that was a big. That was a big loss to the music community for sure.
Well, it wasn't just. It was for me. It was crazy because he'd always been like background of my life. He'd like pop up in movies, TV shows. I'd always hear
Yeah.
his music here and there. Hearing Iron Man in theaters in 2008 at the end of Iron Man 1, I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, what's this? And my dad's
Yeah.
like, I'll show you when we get home. And I'm like, oh, right. And that's how I discovered Black Sabbath, and it was
There you go.
mind blowing.
Yeah.
And then listening to him all that time, and then his last 2 albums were very good. And then last show gets announced, and I'm like, fuck, I'm working that day. Oh, it's alright, I'll watch it later. Fucking 2 weeks later, he's dead? Dude, I felt like shit. I was like, that was my last chance to see him perform live. At least, like, even if it's through a screen, at least he's there live, you know?
Yeah.
And I missed that night. That really, like, that hurt, that broke my heart. And, like, dude, Khalil broke the news that morning. I wake up, look at my phone, Ozzy's dead, rip. And I'm like, this is how I have to find out? A fucking text message that's like 5 words?
Yeah.
Fuck off. No, my day is ruined, and I have shit to do.
yeah. No, Ozzy's that's definitely a big one for sure. I think if I had to think for me, it would probably have to be. Funny enough, I mean we'll talk about it come next year, but I think the election, not the American one per se, more the Canadian one, was just how it's gone up and down between Trudeau leaving and then Carney coming in and then Poilievre not winning. Carney winning basically majority, the NDP getting fucking wiped off the face of the planet. It was a really weird election during a weird time, and I think it was one of the few. It's one of the party, and that's weird. That felt weird to vote for the Conservatives. Cause I've been liberal for so long, it felt weird to vote for a different party, and it threw me off. I was like, like this is weird. It's different. I felt different.
I'm a changed man.
I'm a changed man, But I think that's definitely number one. Of course, Trump, that's the beginning of the year, but what has happened through this year is definitely another story that we cannot ignore. I think that's number 2. And number 3, it would be AI. I think AI
that's a big
one of
one.
the bigger stories of the year. Just, I feel like this year in particular, it really went off. Like, it really exploded. I feel this kind of feels like when smartphones first came out, and how advanced they got so quickly. That's how I feel about AI this year. It's like I find myself constantly, if I'm on TikTok or Instagram watching videos, and I'm going, is this real or not? Like I can't even tell sometimes. It's scary. It really is scary.
I've been actively trying to cut down my like watching shorts and clips and all that, because a lot of it is like what do you call it, like rage baiting, like like it's supposed to piss you off, so you get entangled into it, and then you just keep watching more of it. But at this point, you don't know what's real. So like, are you getting pissed off at something that's fake? Because that's just sad.
Exactly. So those are definitely the top 3 stories. At least that I can see in my eyes.
See, those are good. Those are like adult topics.
Yeah.
Not just the celebrity death.
No, but honestly, Ozzy, I think if we had to look at the whole year, I don't think Quincy Jones died this year, did he? Because then Quincy would probably be my number 1.
I think he was this year.
Was he this year? Let me check real quick. I think I was right, but if I'm wrong, then it's definitely Ozzy Osbourne for me. But he died. No, that was last year, 2024.
Fuck, this year's so weird, man. I don't know what's happening anymore.
So then, I would think I would have to go with Ozzy myself. I think that's probably the biggest celebrity death of this year. I think it would have to be Ozzy.
There were a lot, but his definitely affected me the most.
Yeah, no, Ozzy's was a big one. I think, like I said, just in terms of metal, I think he was one of those guys that just did it his own way, pioneered it.
Dude, he's one of the first, one of the OGs, as the kids would say.
One of the OGs.
Before that, you had like hints and like tastes of heavy metal in like individual songs, maybe in just riffs. But when it came to like actual albums and as a musical style, this is our style. Black Sabbath was the first, and then he got fired.
And they were great. I was funny. I was on the week that he died, I had karaoke. So every time there is a break in music, I was playing an Ozzy Osbourne song because he has like a lot of Ozzy Osbourne in his repertoire.
Hmm.
So I was playing Ozzy basically all night, and there were so many songs. I was like, "This is Black Sabbath." I was like, I fucking love this song. Like, there was a lot of songs that I didn't.
Changes? I'm sure you're talking about Changes.
Changes. Oh man, I love it because I know Changes because of Big Mouth. The show on
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah, I
and
know.
They have like
when they use that, and I'm like, it's a great choice, but I hate how you're using it.
Yeah, I know. Because they have a black guy who's doing a more Charles Barkley, who's doing a more like relaxed cover of the song, but the original is fucking just great.
I was so upset at David. David's like, "Have you heard this song?" Sends me a link. It's Charles Barkley covering Changes, and I'm like, David, that's a Black Sabbath song. Of course, I fucking know this song.
Exactly.
He's like,
that song was great. I mean, I listened to Crazy Train, but listening to its full completion was nice. Of course, Mama, I'm Coming Home.
Mm-hmm.
I played all those songs during that time
What
when
would
he
you
had passed away.
What would you say is your personal favorite, like your number one of his? I'm very curious because we have very different musical tastes usually.
100%. I think it would have to be Mama Coming Home. That's such a personal song to Ozzy.
Mm-hmm.
Just how like the lyricism that he used in that song, that it connected with me, because that song reminds me a lot of like, there's some artists out there who are so like, oh, I'm hard, I'm fucking and they release this one like fucking like heartfelt song. Like, I'll give you an example. Tupac, Dear Mama. Tupac for being that guy, like, and Dear Mama is such a fucking relaxing throwback 90s jam where he's just thanking his mom for like doing all the work that she did, and him acknowledging all the shit that he put her through, and was happy to then pay her back and be able to get her a new place and stuff like that, and get her a new car and stuff like that. So I think for me, Black Sabbath is, if you're not a big rock fan like me, you think Black Sabbath, it's all just screaming. But then you listen to Mama I'm Coming Home, and you listen to the lyrics, you're like, this is Black Sabbath? Like,
no.
This is weird. Like,
Mama I'm Coming Home is Ozzy's solo. Black Sabbath is, by that time they probably had Dio back, I guess.
Yeah, but for me, that's my Black Sabbath Ozzy song. I think if I had to pick one, I think Changes is pretty close. I mean, Crazy Train would be like the obvious 40 pop hits, but I really liked Crazy for sure. I think sorry, Crazy Changes. But I mean, for you have a bigger repertoire. What is your favorite Ozzy Osbourne song or Black Sabbath song?
That is an impossible question.
I feel like that would be really hard.
It changes every week. It's like
okay.
As far as Sabbath goes, this week it's Into the Void, which is about because this is early metal, so they're talking about whatever the hell they wanted, and that song is just about their Earth dies and humanity goes out into space looking for a new home. So it's a dark, like scary atmosphere, like. It's very cool riff and all that. Yeah. And as far as Ozzy solo, that's hard.
It's difficult. He has so much songs. He has so many fucking hits and just great music. It was fun too, because when I was playing all the Ozzy songs, I had a couple of rock guys in the audience that night, and they were all like, they actually said like, yo, listen, thank you for playing those songs, because he goes, me being a rock guy, I feel like there's not like a lot of rock heads left. And he goes, I know that you are a pop guy, and for you to just play Ozzy Osbourne, I basically played Ozzy Osbourne for like half the night. I was there from 8 to like 12:30. From 8 to 11, it's just nothing but Ozzy. That's all I was playing.
Well, he had like his solo career. He has like 200 songs.
Yeah,
and then if you add Sabbath to that, that's another 100 minimum. So
yeah, no, for sure, it's great. Honestly, I was happy to play his music and to listen to his songs. Do I know any of the fucking titles? God, no. But just to listen to his voice, he has such an amazing.
It's incredibly unique
voice.
It's so unique. I've never heard anyone sound like him, unless they're like specifically trying to sound like him.
Exactly, and that's the thing. It's like artists like Prince, Michael, Whitney. It's like they have created their own sound wave where it's like when you try and sound like them, you're not you're original. It's you sound like him. You know, oh, you sound like Michael. Oh, you sound like Whitney. It's like that. They had their own lane.
Yeah.
You know, and Ozzy had that own lane. Like, unfortunately, the other song that I know him from is that Post Malone song. And again, Post Malone, they could be 20 other fucking white guys, and I won't even know the fucking difference. But when Ozzy's part came on, you're like, it's Ozzy Osbourne.
I was
don't
so
care.
upset because like I was like checking, I'm like, you know what? Ozzy's on it. I'll listen to it. Ozzy's part.
Yeah.
He opens it, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. I like the lyric. I don't mind that it's repeating. It sounds cool.
Yeah.
I like the words.
And
then
Post
Post comes in, and I'm like, you ruined it. You ruined it.
Yeah.
You're working with a metal god, and you just rap. You couldn't do anything
I didn't
more.
like that. I didn't like that, and then at the end they had like the weird guitar solo.
I didn't even get there.
Oh, it was just weirdly placed. I was like, Ozzy could have done like a verse there. Like, why have to do a fucking guitar solo? Like, just do a verse. You know, I don't know. I like the fact that they collaborated. It was cool. I think it kind of gave some younger kids a taste of what good music is.
There was that meme that went around, like, look at Post Malone giving this little artist Ozzy Osbourne the spotlight, and everyone's like, this is a joke, right? I hope this is a joke.
Yeah, no, I did hear about that for sure. I mean, now I think now he's doing like more country, which is fine. He can do what he wants. Objectively, I do like some of Post Malone's songs, but that was one where I was like, you're dealing with a legend.
Yeah,
You
what always
gotta
bothered
make
me
sure
is
that
that I
this is right.
I always hear, oh, he's like well versed in instruments and shit. And like, then why doesn't he play any in his music?
No, he does.
No, but you know what I mean?
Play
Because he'll
guitar.
hold it on stage, but it's so drowned out or so tuned in such a way where you can't even tell it's an instrument.
Oh, that's fair. The other thing that I found was funny about I think we had to look at music this year. I mean, I know for you you're more into the rock area. There wasn't a lot to talk about, but in terms of music this year,
Jamal. The problem is in rock and metal, there's so much music, you can't talk about it.
that's good. Honestly, I'm happy. I'm glad.
No, it's insane. I can't keep up. It's the amount of music that comes out in rock and metal. It's not on the radio, but there's so much of it just floating around YouTube, Spotify. It's impossible to keep up. It's like dozens of albums a month, and you're just like, I'm already 20 years behind.
That's good. I mean, in terms of like music, you know, the Taylor Swift tour ended, thank God. Sabrina Carpenter's tour ended, thank God. Hopefully a good artist will go on tour soon, and we can actually have some good music. But like in the pop world right now, I mean, it's pretty much drowned at this point. I think we need a fucking reset. Like, kind of like this is like where 2012 was when house music was like king. We need a fucking reset. We need a reset because now it's like, well, of course now it's all Christmas, so it's fine. I don't really care at this point. You know, Mariah Carey is gonna make her classic $5 million.
You know, I haven't heard that song once yet.
I hope you continue, because I've already heard it at least 5 times.
Oh well, I never got it overplayed to me, so I don't mind it when it comes on.
Oh, okay.
But the meme is hilarious.
It's good. The memes are pretty funny.
As soon as I think it's like what, November 1st, everyone's like, she's thawing.
Yeah.
She's thawing.
It's so funny. Honestly, and she plays into it too. So I gotta give her credit where it's due. She like plays into it, so it's nice. I mean, like I said, right now it's really hard to tell you who's in, who's out, because the Christmas music is all over the place. But what seems to be taking over slowly now is I'm hoping this trend continues. There's a couple of artists that have come out. One of them, his name is Teddy Swims. You have another girl named Olivia Dean. We have this other guy. I forgot his name. He has a weird name. Yeah, big plugs. I don't know the middle part.
I hate these modern names for like pop artists and hip hop artists. It's like,
yes, some of them are not very good.
Please stop.
You know,
leave out the bigs and the lils and.
Yeah. And also like I've been really liking Jelly Roll. I like his story.
He's lost so much weight. He was on Joe Rogan.
I know.
I haven't watched it yet, but he's so skinny compared to the last time I saw him.
Well, but I mean, I think he's at a healthy weight. I don't think he's like super. Like, he's not like Ariana Grande, where he's a fucking stick. But like,
no, he still looks like a man.
Yeah, no, he looks healthy, but I love his story. He has such an amazing story on how he became a singer and how he had to battle through so much stuff. So him, I really respect for sure. So there's a couple artists that are coming out the woodwork that I'm hoping once January hits that they will get these bigger contracts. Teddy Swims is another one of those too. I followed him from the start when he was only on YouTube doing covers, you know, and now the guy signed like a big deal with Warner Brothers Music, and I'm hoping that like he is a pioneer to continue this this trend, you know, of stuff.
What style does he do?
He is pop, but if you ever get a chance to listen to his stuff, I would recommend it. There's a song called "Lose Control" that was really popular.
Does he use Audacity?
Nope, no.
Does does he play instruments?
He does not. That I can tell you. He doesn't play instruments.
But okay. One more question.
Yeah.
Is his beat on a loop?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Saving grace.
Saving grace. I love, and his voice is like. Do you know Chris Stapleton, the country singer?
I've heard the name. I don't know if I know any music.
Him is another one. Amazing tone. I know he's country, but the tone that he has, Teddy's tone, it's like it's a really nice tone that he has. He has a nice voice. Very, very nice voice for music. He's a big guy too. Big guy, a lot of tattoos. But he's super down to earth. Super down to earth, humble guy. So definitely another one that I've been really enjoying in terms of music. And in terms of I think we've done music, we've done pop culture, we've done entertainment, we've done politics. Weather.
Nah,
right now it's fucking cold, but
it's annoying weather right now.
That,
this right now it feels like January weather.
I know.
I know. If you compare now last year to like now, like what the fuck is this?
Nuts, huh?
What the fuck is this?
No, it's
Dude,
bad.
there was grass this time last year.
No, I know. It sucks. I fucking hate it. But I mean, there wasn't besides that one hurricane that hit Jamaica, there wasn't that big of a of like big tornadoes or storms that really hit this year. Was there?
No.
I don't think so. As far as I can remember, at least. But I think besides that, I think we've covered. I think the last thing is gaming, and I mean, gaming this year has been probably the worst.
It depends what sphere you're in, because there were quite a few games that came out that I am interested in. I'm just too. I want to say Jewish. That's not the term. I'm too cheap. There we go. Cheap. Sorry, they're synonymous. No, they're synonymous. It's not my fault. There's so many games that came out that I want to play, but they're just. I'm not gonna pay $80. I'm from a different generation. I'll pay 60 max. So
for sure. I mean, the Game Awards come out.
They're out though.
Yeah, the Game Awards come out tonight actually. So
I don't support that. Do you care about
No,
Game
I'm not
Awards?
gonna support it.
Every time it happens, I'm like, I don't know these games, and they don't look like the kind of games I want to play. And they're usually.
To be honest, I know that you and me always do like that little thing where I make you guess the winners. I don't know half the games either, so I can't even really like try and be like, well, Patrick, how do you not know? I don't fucking know them either. Yeah. To me, to be honest, this year has really been a year where I'm beginning to switch to come next year.
Oh, okay.
For Christmas, yeah. My girlfriend, like I said, she has that thing with Air Canada, so it's basically $100 switch, which I'll take, because the rest of it is just points. But I will see what the games are on there. But in terms of besides that, like, I have not felt the need, nor have I seen a game where I'm like, oh, I want that game. Like, just not been one at all this year that's come out where I'm like, oh, like, this is the game that I want for sure. Like, I've been replaying the same games I've been playing: StarCraft, Minecraft, Smite, and Satisfactory. Those are legit the 4 games that like I play. Yeah. You know, so it's like it's a little bit sad, but you know, unfortunately, these was the time where there were good games, and now I don't feel like that's the case anymore. Unfortunately, which is really sad.
Like, for me, I just have too many games. Like, Steam is disgusting.
That's great.
I know. Like, I never had this problem on PlayStation. I'd have like one game for a year, and then I buy a new game.
I'm telling you, Patrick, you have a Steam Deck. Play Satisfactory with me. I promise you, you're gonna like it. I promise.
What does it have to do with the Steam Deck?
Well, because it's on Steam.
Well, I have a computer too,
and
Jamal, to play Steam.
well, I know, but the last time that we wanted to play Satisfactory, you didn't have a computer, or you wasn't strong enough yet at that time to play it.
No,
And I recently
for
just
sure it's fun.
started like a new world, and I was just playing it before I got on with you,
Mhm.
and yeah, I'm gonna be in there for like a good like couple of weeks. Like I was like driving home today, and I was like thinking about like, okay, so if I build that over there, and build it like that, it's gonna look nice. Yeah, it's good.
It's kind
I'm
of
like, oh
nice.
fuck, I'm
A
getting
little bit
addicted
nice.
again. Yeah, no, it's fun. Like it's one of my top games right now is definitely this game for sure. It's a
How many
really
hours you got in
enjoyable
that?
game. Right now 57.8 hours, and I've only had this game since summer.
That's pretty good.
So considering how busy my schedule is, it's a good couple hours for sure. And they did like a big update, so I'm curious to see like what they've changed because I haven't played it. I took like a long break. This game's gonna turn into like Minecraft. It's like the itch I get to play Minecraft, and I play for like fucking a month and a half straight, and I don't touch it for like another like 6 months. And basically, I always like to run games like that. But it's been a great year. You know, we've done this podcast this is year 3.
It might be 4.
I think.
I'm not going on 4.
4.
I think it'll be 4 in March.
Holy 4 years. So I'm happy that that we're still doing it. It's always enjoyable to hear a different perspective on stories and a different perspective on life and how you view stories compared to how I view them. I think it's good. And I think more people should be having, young people should be having conversations like this and talking about politics and talking about world issues where it's respectable. You know, like I don't lead this call if you have a debate about Trump or Carney or whatever, going, I fucking hate that guy. It's like, you know, you have your viewpoint, and there are some points where I'm like, you know what, fuck yeah, he makes sense there, you know?
Yeah,
And
well, it's like as
maybe
long as we can meet in the middle,
for
that's
sure.
fine.
You know, I think at the end of the day, at the end of the day, us talking about it is not going to change much, but to discuss it and maybe understand the other point of view, I think that's what we're missing in this world. I feel sometimes is that we are so focused on our own opinion, and we're so opinionated sometimes that we fail to listen to what the other person has to say. And sometimes they might have a really good idea. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they have a shit idea. Sometimes it's fucking garbage, you know. But sometimes they have a good idea, and it's good to listen to that. So I think hopefully going to the next year, for whoever has been listening to us or has come across these videos, to maybe take time to listen to what other people have to say. Even if they don't agree with what you have to say. Doesn't mean that you have to take their advice, but just, you know, to listen. It's good to listen, you know. So that being said, this is Flabbergasted Audacity for 2025. I'm Jamal.
And I'm Patrick.
And we'll see you guys next year. Next year. Then we can make that joke. I haven't seen you since last year.
The decision rests with you. Rests with you.
Start again.
Sometimes I hate you so much.